Today, we are going to talk about the moral development theory of Kohlberg. Before going to the theory, we have to clear two terminologies first. What are the two terminologies? Number one is morality, and the number two is moral development. First of all, first clear the terminology morality. Principle of right or wrong judgment. What one ought to do. It is a morality. And what about moral development? Development of an individual's sense of justice. One thing I cannot but mention that the Baron concept of moral development. Moral development refers to the changes in the ability to reason about what is right or what is wrong in a given situation. Piaget talks about the different stages of moral development, and after that, his student Kohlberg explained it in a broader way, and the theory is known as Kohlberg's theory of moral development. And the Kohlberg was born October 15, 927, and he died 987, and he lived 59 years. For the establishment of the moral development theory, Kohlberg represents a moral dilemma, and one of these dilemma is Henge dilemma. The wife of Henge suffered from a cancer, and the doctor said about one scientist, and the medicine of this cancer is available to the scientist. And finally, Henge going to the scientist and said that what is the price of the medicines? And the price of the medicines was too much high. He cannot afford the medicines. He going to the different friends, different relatives. He borrow for the medicines, but no one help him. And he finally going to the scientist and tell the situation. The scientist does not agree to sell the medicines to Henge below the price which he previously demanded. And the Henge think that what can he do? One night, Henge break down the laboratory and he take the medicines from that place. And the question is the work of the Henge is right or wrong? And he make more this type of dilemma and applied it to the different age group. And he tell that please answer. And he also tell that do not tell your answer by yes or no. You have to tell why you are going to tell the right and wrong. Explain it very carefully. And he finally analyzed all the answers and finally established the theory. And he said that the moral development has three stages: conventional level, and post conventional level. So let's talk about the pre-conventional level. And each level has a two stage. And the pre-conventional level had two stage. Number one is punishment obedient orientation, and the number two is personal reward orientation. Let's talk about punishment obedient orientation. If one work is punishable, then he reject this work. It is hard or his morality. And let's talk about the personal reward orientation. If one work is satisfied his personal demand, then he considered that this work is right. Let's talk about the conventional, and it has two stage, that is interpersonal relationship, and the number two is maintaining social order. So first of all, let's take the interpersonal relationship. What is it? If one work is appreciated by the other, this work is the right. He or she considered that. And the next is maintaining social order. What is it? If one work is obey the society's rules and regulations, then he or she follow this type of work. Let's talk the last level, that is post conventional. And this level has also the two stage, that is social contact and individual rights, and the number two is universal ethical principle orientation. So let's talk about the social contact orientation. One person can think that rules and regulations can be changed for the well-being of society. Let's talk about universal principle. Each and every person has some logical perception and the judgment was depend on that. Each society and state has some ethics, but sometimes person judges by reaching beyond the periphery of these ethics. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe the channel. Stay tuned. Thanks again.